For your help, I place all the product links in the description.
Number 5.
If you've ever thought about replacing your capsule machine with something more flexible, the Smeg fully automatic coffee machine with steam wand is worth considering. I've been using it for my morning espresso routine, and what stood out immediately was how it balances automation with control. It handles the grinding and brewing for you, but still gives you hands-on input with the steam wand. Let's start with the integrated conical burr grinder. Using fresh beans instead of pods makes a noticeable difference. I tested the same beans pre-ground and then freshly ground with this machine, and the espresso shot from fresh beans had a stronger aroma and a thicker crema. Coffee experts, including the Specialty Coffee Association, highlight that burr grinders create a more consistent grind size, which is essential for balanced extraction. That's exactly what I've noticed in practice. The brewing system also performs to industry standards. With a 19-bar pressure pump, it matches what professional espresso machines use, ensuring enough force to unlock the oils and flavors in the beans. Combined with a thermal block heating system, water heats quickly and stays at a stable temperature. In my case, I can make back-to-back drinks without waiting, which is a big help when multiple people in my house want coffee at the same time. The steam wand with milk frother is where you get to be more involved. I'll be honest, it took me a couple of tries to get the milk texture right. But once you get the hang of it, you can make a smooth latte or a foamy cappuccino. I've even tried a mocha by adding chocolate to the milk before frothing, and the result was surprisingly good. Having this manual control gives you the flexibility that many capsule machines don't have. Cleaning is usually where many machines become a hassle, but Smeg made it easier with the removable brewing unit. I usually rinse it once a week, and it takes just a few minutes. Keeping it clean makes a noticeable difference in flavor consistency, and it also aligns with Smeg's own maintenance recommendations. So, if you're looking for a coffee machine that combines fresh grinding, proper brewing pressure, manual milk control, and easy maintenance, this Smeg model covers the essentials. From my own experience, it feels like a step up from capsule machines without overwhelming you with complicated steps. It gives you both the convenience of automation and the satisfaction of making your coffee just the way you like it.
Number 4.
The DeLonghi Eletta Explore espresso machine is made for anyone who wants a reliable, all-in-one coffee system. If you're like me and enjoy a hot cappuccino in the morning but prefer a cold latte in the afternoon, this machine handles both with ease. With 50-plus one-touch recipes, it covers everything from espresso and cappuccino to iced lattes and even cold brew in less than 3 minutes. I tried the iced cappuccino setting after a workout, and honestly, it felt like something I'd normally buy at a cafe. One of the features that makes a big difference is the built-in grinder. Freshly ground beans bring out better flavor, and the Eletta Explore offers 13 grind settings, which is close to what baristas recommend for dialing in espresso. I started with a medium grind for my espresso shots, but when I switched to a lighter roast, I adjusted to a finer grind and the taste was noticeably smoother. This flexibility really helps you get the best from your beans, and it's the kind of control coffee professionals emphasize for consistent extraction. The hot and cold foam technology is another highlight. DeLonghi includes 2 latte crema systems, one designed for hot drinks and one for cold. With the hot system, I made a cappuccino that had foam nearly identical to what I've seen in specialty coffee shops. The cold system is just as impressive. The foam stayed thick and velvety even after pouring over ice, which solves a common problem I've had when making iced drinks at home. For cold coffee fans, the cold extraction technology stands out. Normally, cold brew takes 12 to 24 hours, but this system makes it in under 3 minutes by controlling water flow, pressure, and temperature. I tested this on a hot afternoon and was surprised at how smooth it tasted, less acidic than iced coffee I usually brew the night before. According to the Specialty Coffee Association, brew temperature and extraction time play a huge role in taste, so this feature isn't just convenient, it actually makes sense from a brewing standard perspective. The 3.5-inch TFT full-touch display makes the process simple. The layout is colorful and clear, so you can scroll through recipes quickly. I like that it didn't feel complicated, even the first time I used it. Cleaning is practical too. Many parts are removable and dishwasher safe, so you don't have to worry about daily scrubbing. Personally, that's a relief because one of my biggest frustrations with older machines was the messy cleanup. In short, the DeLonghi Eletta Explorer blends convenience with smart coffee-making features. From hot cappuccinos to smooth cold brews, from grind adjustments to app control, it's a system designed to make cafe-style drinks easy at home while giving you flexibility to experiment like a barista.
Number 3.
The Gaggia Magenta Plus Super Automatic Espresso Machine is designed for coffee lovers who want both control and convenience. I've used this machine at home, and one feature I found especially practical is the on-the-fly programming. For example, one morning I realized my espresso was coming out a little mild, so I increased the coffee strength mid-brew and saved the setting. The next day, the machine remembered my preference, which felt like having a personalized setup. This makes it easier for anyone to fine-tune drinks without restarting the process. The full-color display also stands out. I've tested a few super automatic machines before, and many can feel confusing. With the Magenta Plus, the icon and text-based navigation makes it simple. I even had a friend who doesn't use espresso machines regularly try it, and they managed to brew an Americano within seconds. This type of user-friendly design reduces the learning curve and lets you focus on enjoying your coffee. Milk drinks are often a true test of a machine, and here the commercial steam wand makes a big difference. Unlike the auto frothers I've used on some other models, this wand gives you full control. I steamed milk for a cappuccino and was able to create a silky microfoam close to what professional baristas achieve, following the Specialty Coffee Association's recommended technique. For anyone who enjoys authentic lattes or cappuccinos, this feature puts quality frothing at your fingertips. Practicality in daily use is another strong point. The drip tray and cup riser adjust to different cup sizes, which I find useful when switching between a small espresso cup in the morning and a tall travel mug before heading out. I've brewed directly into my thermos without messy splashes, something that isn't possible with many compact machines. The Magenta Plus builds on the well-known Gaggia Anima series, but brings improvements in usability and flexibility. I've compared it with other machines in its range, and what sets it apart is the balance between customization and simplicity. It gives you real control without overwhelming you with complicated steps. If you're looking for a super automatic espresso machine that delivers everyday reliability, customizable drinks, and a professional steam wand, the Gaggia Magenta Plus is worth considering. Based on my personal experience and Gaggia's official specifications, it's a compact machine that makes quality espresso and milk drinks accessible at home while maintaining the standards trusted by coffee enthusiasts worldwide.
Number 2.
If you've been wanting to bring a cafe-style coffee into your kitchen, but worry about the complicated process, the Breville Barista Express Impress BES 876B SSS makes it much easier without taking away the fun of making it yourself. I've been using this machine regularly, and what I noticed right away is how it simplifies tricky steps like dosing, tamping, and keeping the temperature stable while still letting you control the outcome of your coffee. Assisted tamping system. Tamping is something I never felt confident with. I either pressed too hard or not evenly enough. This machine uses assisted tamping that applies 10 kgs of pressure and finishes with a slight twist. The first time I tried it, I saw the perfectly polished puck surface and the extraction ran smoother than my manual tamping attempts. I've read baristas emphasize how important even tamping is, and this system gives you that level of consistency without the learning curve. 25 grind settings with conical burr grinder. Another highlight is the built-in conical burr grinder with 25 settings. When I tested a medium roast, I found adjusting to a finer grind gave me a balanced, richer taste, while darker beans worked better with a slightly coarser grind. Having the grinder built in means your beans go straight from hopper to portafilter, staying fresh, which I noticed improved flavor compared to using pre-ground coffee. Steam wand for microphone milk. If you enjoy milk drinks, the manual steam wand makes a difference. It took me a few tries, but I managed to create microfoam smooth enough for latte art practice. For me, that was a win compared to machines I used before, where the steam was too weak. The texture here was closer to what I've had at coffee shops. Conclusion. For my own use, the Breville Barista Express Impress BES 876B SSS does what it promises. making manual espresso accessible without losing control. Between smart dosing, assisted tamping, stable temperature, and grinder flexibility, it's a system that feels reliable whether you're just starting out or already experimenting with beans and extraction styles. If you want a machine that balances guidance with hands-on coffee making, this model is worth considering.
Number 1.
Suppose you want cafe-quality drinks at home without juggling multiple gadgets. From my own experience, I've been using it for a few weeks and it really replaced my old espresso and drip coffee machines. With its stainless steel build and 3-in-1 brewing system, it handles espresso, drip coffee, and cold brew all in one. 3 machines in one. This machine is flexible and easy to use. I usually start my mornings with a double-shot espresso, but when I need extra energy, I switch to the quad shot. On weekends, I make classic or rich drip coffee for friends, and the over-ice option kept everyone refreshed during a hot afternoon. It also brews sizes from 6 ounces to 18 ounces, which is great for portion control, something I really appreciate compared to my previous machines. Barista Assist Technology. The Barista Assist technology makes brewing simpler. It recommends grind size, weight-based dosing, and adjusts temperature and pressure automatically. When I brewed both light and dark roasts, I noticed the flavor was balanced every time. This feature is like having a barista guide you, which is especially useful if you're new to home coffee brewing. Integrated grinder with 25 settings. The conical burr grinder has 25 grind settings. I tested a fine grind for espresso and a coarser grind for cold brew, and both turned out consistent. Unlike my old grinder, which was timer-based, this one measures by weight, so I didn't have to guess the amount of coffee. It really makes a noticeable difference in taste. Hands-free frothing system. The dual froth system is another favorite feature. I tried both dairy and oat milk, and the results were consistent. Using the thick froth setting, I made a cappuccino that looked like it came from a cafe. For iced drinks, the cold foam setting worked well, and I didn't need to experiment with manual frothing at all. Customizable temperature settings. Roast type matters, and this machine makes it easy. It has 3 temperature options, lower for dark roasts, higher for lighter roasts. I noticed that my dark roast espresso tasted smoother at a lower setting, while the light roast drip came out bright and flavorful on the higher setting.